On the 25th of September 2020, the government issued the Decree No. 114, 2020, NDCP, on detailing the implementation of the National Assembly's Resolution No. 116, 2020 QH14, on the reduction of corporate income tax payable in 2020, the highlights of which are summarized as below. 1. Subjects of application. The Decree 114 applies to corporate income taxpayers having taxable income from production and business activities, as prescribed in Article 1 of the Resolution No. 116, 2020 QH14, including a. Enterprises established in accordance with Vietnamese law. b. Organizations established in accordance with the law on cooperatives. c. Non-business units established in accordance with Vietnamese law. d. Other organizations established in accordance with Vietnamese law and generating income from production and business activities. 2. Calculation of taxable income for the year 2020. To reduce 30% of corporate income tax payable in the 2020 tax period for enterprises having total turnover not more than 200 billion Vietnamese dong in 2020, in which the total turnover in 2020 is total turnover generated in the tax period 2020 of an enterprise, including total revenue from sales, processing activity, service charges, including subsidies, surcharges and extra charges that the enterprise shall be entitled. In case that an enterprise is newly established, or converts into another business type, or transforms its ownership, or is consolidated, merged, split up, divided, dissolved or bankrupted in the tax period 2020, and has not fully operated for 12 months in 2020, the total 2020 turnover shall be determined by the total actual turnover in the tax period 2020, divided by the number of months actually operating in the tax period 2020, multiplied by 12 months. In case that an enterprise is newly established, or converts into another business type, or transforms its ownership, or is consolidated, merged, split up, divided, dissolved or bankrupted in a month, the operating time shall be counted as full month. Accordingly, an enterprise shall determine its quarterly temporary payment equivalent to 70% of the quarterly corporate income tax payable in case that the enterprise estimate its total turnover in the tax period 2020 not exceeding 200 billion Vietnamese dong. At the end of the tax period 2020, if the enterprise's total turnover in 2020 is not exceed 200 billion dong, the enterprise shall declare reduction of corporate income tax for 2020, when finalizing the corporate income tax as prescribed. The corporate income tax period shall be determined according to the calendar year. If an enterprise applies a fiscal year other than the calendar year, the corporate income tax period shall be determined according to the fiscal year. If the first tax period of a newly established enterprise is 2019, or the last tax period of an enterprise which converts into another business type, or transforms its ownership, or is consolidated, merged, split up, divided, dissolved or bankrupted is 2021, and less than 3 months, then such period shall be added into the corporate income tax period 2020 to form a tax declaration period. The determination of total turnover and reduced tax payable amounts in such cases shall only applies for the corporate income tax period 2020 in particulars, applying for 12 months only. 3. Tax reduction declaration. When declaring the 2020 corporate income tax finalization dossier, enterprises shall apply the form attached to this decree to declare the reduced corporate income tax amount. In case that enterprises have supplementing declaration for the 2020 corporate income tax, or implement the competent authorities' decisions after audit, or inspection to increase the corporate income tax payable. The additional tax amount shall be entitled to 30% reduction according to this decree. The Decree 114 takes effect from the effective date of the Resolution number 116/2020 QH14 and applies for the corporate income tax period 2020. Deloitte will continue sharing with you further studies and analysis on the impact of the Decree 114 in the near future. Should you have any questions or need any assistance, please contact our Deloitte Vietnam tax specialists for timely actions.